Hey, g'day guys. So today I've got the Night Lord skills. I just hit him level 100 and I'm super hyped to delete him. My character select screen is going to look like an absolute graveyard. Oh well, let's crack in with his level 10 skills. You start off with Lucky 7, you throw 2 throwing stars. Bandit Slash, then you have your AoE, this hits 3 targets. A buff, Dark Sight, so you'll temporarily hide in the shadows and avoid all attacks, and you can attack while in the shadows. Sidestep, this just increases your evasion. Flash Jump, this is the double jump, but for the Night Lord, this you can cast twice, so you'll do an extra little jump. And Nimble Body, this gives you accuracy, evasion, and crit rate. Alright, next we're going to look at the level 30 skills. We get Shuriken Blast. It hits one target, but then hits 5 nearby targets around it. Gust Charm. This hits one target and pushes them back a little bit. And for the buffs, you've got Haste, which increases your speed. And then Claw Booster, which increases your attack speed. Assassin's Mark. So this means that when you attack a target, you have a chance to put a little mark on it, which means then when you attack it again, it will generate some throwing stars which fly off and hit other targets. Claw Mastery, this increases your physical defense and magic defense. Physical Training, this is for HP and MP recovery, and then also some crit damage resistance. And then Critical Throw increases your crit rate and crit damage. Alright, so now we'll just take a look at the level 30 skills. Shuriken Blast. And the Gust one. For level 60, we get Triple Throw, so instead of throwing 2, you'll throw 3 stars now. Shadow Web snares your target in place and causes damage over time. Shade Splitter, this is a big AoE, and this hits 5 targets and hits 3 lines. Then you got Dark Flare, which summons this big box around you that has a throwing knife that flies around inside, and as it hits targets, it does damage. So you got Shadow Stars, which increases your physical damage, and then you've got the Shadow Partner, which summons a little clone behind you, which does 30% of your damage from all abilities. Venom puts poison on your target. It doesn't stack, but it does a little damage over time. Enveloping Darkness increases your max HP and MP. Expert Throwing Star Technique increases your physical attack. Alright, so we'll take a look at the level 60 skills. I'll check on the Shadow Partner. So you got Triple Throw. Shadow Web. And the big Dark Lord windmill thing. I lied. It doesn't fly around and hit targets, it just shoots out and hits targets. Alright, then lastly, for the level 100 skills, we've got Quad Star, so then again, instead of throwing 2 or 3, you'll throw 4. With the clone, you'll throw 8 in total. Then you got Showdown, which is another big AoE. It's kind of like the level 100 version of Shade Splitter. Sudden Ray, this is kind of like what the Corsair got. They got like their hyper skill with a 30-second cooldown. I think the Bishop gets it as well from what I've seen. And then the Frailty Curse, which reduces the attack, defense, and speed of all enemies that enter it. Shadow Shifter, so this is kind of like the Dark Side, except that it increases your physical damage while you're in it. And instead of just not getting attacked, you get a miss instead of a damage. You get Dark Serenity, which is the last kind of main buff that you get, which increases your boss attack, your player attack, and your penetration rate. Alright, then for the last passives, you got Claw Expert, which increases a whole bunch of stats there. Toxic Venom, so this increases the activation rate and the damage of the Venom. And Night Lord's Mark, this increases the amount of throwing stars that it shoots out and the activation rate as well as the damage. And we'll take a look at these skills. You got Quad Star. Showdown. Right, now we got the Sudden Ray with the hyper skill. I'm not sure why only a couple of the classes got the hyper skill and some didn't. Is it? I can't remember if they've got big hyper skills or not. I think they do. Alright, then you got Frailty Curse, which you're not really going to be able to see, just is going to decrease their stats. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully it helped. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment if you feel. And subscribe if you'd like to see more. Bye!